Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Zero Mission Part 3.
Electric Boogaloo.
And we're done with Norfair for a little while.
Norfair is neither fun nor fair.
Yeah,
I know that. Yes, I know that joke is old people. I'm still gonna use it.
Well, it's a pun. And puns are funny, right?
Only on occasion.
Only on occasion.
On a Tuesday.
They call a pun for a reason.
Then what's the reason?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's just there.
I should have never said that. Now he's gonna be in the comment section.
Yeah, let him go on.
Do you hear that, Tyron? Jerome's sick of your shit. But we love you, Jerome. I mean, Tyron.
I love me too.
Remember, people, you should always love yourself. It's the best way to serve up smiles.
No one else knows you better than but you.
Unless you're Skrittered. Then serving up smiles. Then the better thing to be than serving up smiles would be to be dead.
You know, moving around in Morphball mode isn't the same as Prime.
Yeah, it's really not. I forgot in this game. Do you get a spider ball? Or no?
No.
Okay, no.
Actually, I think that's only in Prime 1 and Metroid 2.
Ah.
Actually, have you guys seen the someone actually went and made a game, a remake of Metroid 2, but using like
another
using
Metroid. I think it's called another Metroid 2 remake or something like that.
Yeah, it was basically redoing Metroid 2, but using an engine built off of I think Super Metroid or Zero Mission.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I never got a chance. I think I actually got a chance to sample one of the early demos, but I never got very far in it.
Because I can't remember. Because I think he did it. I think he did it like from like 1-for-1. He didn't like do something like what Zero Mission does.
So it's like a 1-to-1 remake.
Yes.
Ah, I see. Yeah, but I definitely do remember hearing about that.
It took me a while to figure out this missile tank upgrade when I first played it. Around my first playthroughs, because I was like, hey, I always see this one. I always saw that one missile tank on the other side, but I never figured out how to get to it. Turns out it was in the save room, which you would rarely find a secret wall in the save room.
You wouldn't think to do that.
Yeah, actually, it only happens like twice.
But then again, it's Metroid, so you're supposed to think out of the box. So.
Because the thing is, in order for you to not catch on to lots of some secrets, they have a rhythm where like for a while, certain rooms that you often visit all the time won't have they won't have a secret until you get to that one room where if you don't notice something like slightly odd, then you won't figure out to actually try the wall.
It must be. I wonder. It must be really weird to actually figure out some of this stuff through Samus's eyes. Because why would she ever think, like in Super Metroid, to duck into lava to get a missile tank that she doesn't even know that it's there?
Yeah, actually, that's a funny thing. The funny thing you mentioned that, because some of these lava and acids are fake.
which is bullshit. That makes no damn sense. Fake lava.
Fake lava, yes.
It's just spaghetti sauce.
I'm going to assume it's just a hologram.
Spaghetti sauce. At least Samus will smell delicious.
Then Samus gets hungry. Makes me wonder, because I know basically there's like a galactic system, kind of like Halo. So it makes me wonder, like, what exactly do they eat?
I assume they eat like regular food and stuff like that. It's probably just dried food.
And considering that Samus has like Metroid DNA, well, not Metroid, well, not until later anyway.
Well, not until later.
Chozo DNA. The Chozo DNA. I wonder if she eats the same things they eat.
Well, she did live with them for a long time when her parents died, so possibly.
So what did they eat? Birdseed?
Probably. Well, no. Well, when Samus was young, maybe they regurgitated the food back into her mouth like real birds.
Oh.
I'm just saying, they were bird people.
All right. So since I have the various suit, this is the part where it kind of makes the acid very ineffective.
Yeah, because there's supposed to be a risk that you can fall into the lava, I mean the acid, but considering the fact that you already have the suit anyway, there's no risk here. As long as you don't get grabbed, you're fine.
Yeah, like that. The mini boss used acid. Samus didn't give a fuck.
You can basically describe Samus's entire career as that, just not giving a fuck.
She'll literally like it's funny though. She'll literally suplex you and then blast you at point blank range in the head.
If there is one thing will give Other M credit for, it's that. I love doing that.
Like she just grabs enemies and like locks them in her arm and just shoot them in point blank range. Yeah.
By the way, Jerome, you don't have to worry. I'll do Other M. Because from a gameplay standpoint, I like Other M.
It's okay. I didn't say it was terrible. I mean, it reminds me of Fusion to an extent, but I think that's what they were going for to begin with, actually. Ow. I think that's kind of funny. They treat the upgrades as an object, like a solid object.
Yeah, which is it's a bit weird, but it's a game, so who cares?
Well, I think it's programmed as a sprite, but then they programmed it to be a solid object, so
you just can't pass through it.
Yeah. Well, no, Samus will pass through it, but enemies will crawl over it.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that's what I meant. It took me the longest time to realize how to get this to work, though. The first time I ever played this game.
Same here. I got stuck in a loop once.
Yeah. But nowadays I can get through this section no problem. But
and it's a weird thing too. If you end up in that room with that mini boss before you activate that that railing section, the boss won't spawn.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I forgot how I got in there, but I did. The boss was not there. It didn't activate until I got that thing to work.
Huh.
Because there's a section where you can actually enter in there backwards, without activating the lift, but the sprite doesn't spawn, and the boss doesn't spawn there until you activate it. Oh, this section I can't do anything in there until I get a speed booster. I'm trying hard to find what upgrades I can possible without accidentally going to the points of no return.
I will say though about this game, it's very off-putting to see Samus in her basic power suit, because you're so used to the one with the shoulder pads. But at the same time, you know you're gonna get them later anyway. So
here's the weird thing now. Turns out her power suit is supposed to be a new version of the one with the shoulder arms. That's the old model. The one she has the one she has right now is a newer model.
Who the hell upgraded it?
I don't know.
Isn't it supposed to be one of a kind suit?
No, because the Chozo, the same armor she has is the same armor she has. Is the same armor that the Chozo had when they were considered the most powerful race in the galaxy.
I know that, but like, isn't the one that Samus currently wears basically the last one of its kind?
Yeah, it's a new model.
So then who the hell upgraded it?
I'm guessing it's the Chozo, because
there's none left.
She did leave the Chozo before they went extinct. She left them to join the army, the military.
Yeah, the Galactic Federation.
Oh, by the way, we just passed the fake acid just a while ago. I just went through it so quickly. Anyway, it's just weird though, because even though her current suit's a newer model, it's not compatible with like 4 items that you find. So.
So the older model's better.
Yes.
That's the first time. Well, no, not the first time, but that's one of the rare instances where an upgrade will make a product worse.
I'm going to assume maybe it was just too powerful, so they decided to downgrade it and call it an upgrade.
Well, then again, there was the Wii Mini, which was in Nintendo's eyes a quote-unquote upgrade.
How? He doesn't let me play GameCube games, and he can't access the internet.
I know. Like I said, it's very rare for an upgrade to make things worse.
I mean, I can understand maybe you traded like functions for more power, but I still don't see that. Even then, I still think that's still a stupid thing to do.
It's for people who are really goddamn cheap and really don't care about going online. Then again, considering the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection is basically a thing of the past, I guess it's probably a sweet deal now. If you really need to get your hands on some Wii games, but
I guess, but if the Wii U is backwards compatible with Wii, then why bother?
Why not just get that?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons why I went and got the Wii U anyway. I initially did not want the Wii U when it first released. Well, I didn't get it on launch, but
I never get consoles on launch, so.
I was gonna wait a while. And there's another unknown item. Again, this is remember, this is a newer suit.
That's
And
incompatible with older upgrades.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you'll find out what they are later on, but that's just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
So, is this the same game where you get attacked by one of the Chozo statues?
No, that's Super Metroid.
Oh, okay.
Which I always found weird. Like, wait, so the Chozo statues are they actually Chozos, or are they just some like robots that look like Chozos?
I think they're just robots.
That look like Chozos. Okay.
They look like Chozos.
But why the hell would you design a robot that looks like a Chozo? What purpose does that serve?
Apparently to hold things for people. I'll assume it used to be a coaster for people. Whenever those Chozos had a drink out on the balcony, they just have this robot staying right next to them.
Chozos were some lazy bastards.
Well, they changed from the most powerful creatures on Earth to the most wisest and most laziest. They just sit on their asses being philosophical. So.
So they're neckbeards.
Pretty much.
No offense to anyone who actually has a legit neckbeard that doesn't act like that.
It's just at this point, basically they were about war and they got bored of it, so they decided to just
Fuck it.
And I'm actually going the wrong way.
Jerome, you must recover.
Oh no.
You're supposed to go here after you kill Kraden.
So why aren't you doing it?
I'm about to do that now.
Good boy.
You're supposed to blast this cracked floor and fall down here.
Again, from Samus's perspective, seeing this shit would be really weird.
Well,
okay, maybe not so much a cracked floor, but some of the other things.
that's probably why I was one of the few people that wasn't so sure about Metroid Prime when it was first announced, because it's bad enough. It's bad enough that you can't really see what you're doing. You can barely see what you're doing in a 2D perspective. But now you have to do it in 3D. I'm surprised he did a better job.
As ear-grating as Kraid's scream in this game is, I kind of like it. I don't know, something about the way it sounds.
Well, this is definitely an upgrade from what he initially was. You're now 6 times taller than I was.
For some reason, he shoots spikes out of his belly button. His multiple belly buttons, I should add.
Space dinosaur.
More like fat space crocodile, I say.
Fat space crocodile with a beer belly.
Okay, yeah, fat space crocodile with a dragon head.
Or is he an alligator?
No, he's a crocodile. His snout is rounded.
He's not that difficult, but he can also be really annoying.
He's just annoying because he throws those damn talons at you.
Yeah, and the precision for that's another thing I find annoying about the bosses here though, except for the case of Ridley and MB. So yeah, just Kraid actually. The fucking hitbox.
It took me the longest time to realize that the talons he throws are actually his fingernails, coming out of the sockets.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of disturbing.
It is actually. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the more discolored he becomes, the more closer you are to killing the boss.
So can you basically can you basically equate whatever he starts in his belly button to being hardened wax?
Huh?
Can you basically equate the stuff that Kraid is throwing from his belly buttons as hardened wax or belly button lint?
And I was teabagging there if you didn't notice.
And for some reason he falls into the background even though he was just on the foreground.
Actually, if you attempt to walk past him, he acts as a wall.
Oh, so you can't get past him.
Yeah, while damaging you. So don't touch him.
Well, that should go without saying. If you're trying to touch him, you're doing this game wrong.
Maybe if I touch him, he'll go away. Anyway, speed booster time, and I don't like the way how they use the speed booster from Metro Fusion onwards. Man, I fucked up.
What do you dislike about it?
The fact that you have no control, you really don't have like some solid control over it. In terms of, I liked how in Super Metroid it was relegated to a run button. Here you have to run for a few seconds.
It never really bothered me, to be quite honest.
I mean, yeah, the levels are designed around that, but I haven't. I liked it better when I I can activate the speed booster on a whim.
I see your point, but it was something that never really bothered me. Maybe maybe it's just because I got used to it.
Yeah, I got used to it too, but it's just something off-putting to me.
What the hell are those things?
I always thought they were just space frogs.
They look like googly-eyed crabs to me.
And when you kill the red ones, their eyes fly out and damage you.
That's disturbing.
Does Samus care? Not really.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna ask this: is there anything in the top left corner of this area?
You know, considering the fact that I missed 2 item upgrades, I almost want to say yes.
Because I've never gone up there, but I always had a feeling that something
Shine
was up there.
spark. Oh, I better not continue that. It's been done already.
I
Oh,
do
it's
like the twirling effect that you have in this game when you use the Shine Spark, though.
And it doesn't damage you as you use it.
Oh, it doesn't anymore?
In Super Metroid it did.
Yeah, I know in Super Metroid it did, but in this game it doesn't?
It doesn't damage you now.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
And it's much easier to do the horizontal one too.
Anyway, we'll see you in part 4. Damn it.